Imagine you're 20, living in the United States. Your biggest problems are student loans, bad sleep, rising rent, and whether anyone liked your last post. You wake up, grab your phone, and start scrolling before you're even fully awake.
Oh no, missiles!
War is already on your screen. Missile clips, red arrow maps, podcasters warning about escalation, streamers joking about the draft like it's just another meme. World War III is trending again. You roll your eyes. It trended last year and the year before that. At this point, war online feels less like reality and more like content. Something between fear and entertainment. You scroll past explosions the same way you scroll past gym videos or cat clips. Somewhere, real people are dying. But on your phone, it's just pixels. Then the situation gets worse.
We have breaking news. Major U.S. and Israeli airstrikes are hitting targets across
Launch
Iran.
major strikes on Iran after weeks of rising tension. News channels argue about what it means. Some call it a limited operation. Others start saying something no one wants to hear. World War III. Oil prices jump. Markets shake. Headlines multiply. Your group chat explodes. Bro, is this actually World War III? Twitter says that every 6 months. I'm not dying in uniform. You laugh and send a meme back. Because joking is easier than thinking about it too much. Later that night, you turn on the TV. That's when things feel different.
We have breaking news. The USS Initial Malandura strikes. The situation is escalating.
Some posts claim the USS Abraham Lincoln was hit. Some say there's damage. Others say it's fake footage. Nobody knows what's real.
Fake footage, confused scam, true story. I need answers.
Every update contradicts the last. Truth arrives damaged. Your dad stands near the TV watching the ticker.
What?
Your mom scrolls quietly on her phone, and you keep searching your feed for answers. Then a live government announcement appears. You're in the kitchen eating cheap noodles when a serious face appears behind a podium.
Today we are announcing expanded mobilization measures.
Expanded mobilization, reserve activation, selective service procedures. The live stream chat explodes. Draft.
We have breaking news. The USS Initial Malandura strikes.
doesn't
The
feel
situation. They're not actually drafting us, right? Oh no, they are.
He replies instantly, relax. This is for other people. Every generation believes that. War is for other cities, other families, other people. Until one day, it isn't. Until the message arrives with your name on it. The day it happens is ordinary. Just Tuesday. You wake up late and scroll through your emails. 3 from work, 1 from your bank, and 1 more from the selective service system. At first you assume it's spam.
This looks fishy.
But when you open it, your stomach drops. Your full name, your address, your date of birth. Subject line, notice of induction. The room suddenly feels smaller. You read it again and again. The words don't change. You are ordered to report.
I have to go now! This is so sudden!
May result in criminal penalties. Days, not months. Days. You look around your room. Clothes on the chair. Headphones on the desk. Your game still paused on the screen. A normal life frozen in place. At breakfast, you finally say it.
Mom, Dad, I got something from the government.
From the government? What is it? Is it bad news?
The silence that follows changes everything. Your mom reads the message slowly. Maybe it's just procedure.
Maybe it's just procedure.
But what if it's not?
You send a screenshot to your friends. The first replies are jokes. Main character arc. At least the haircut is free. Then the tone changes. Wait, are you serious? Bro, you okay? You type, yeah, then delete it. Because you don't know what okay means anymore. That night, the world keeps spinning like yours didn't just crack open. People still post selfies, still argue online, still joke about the war. But now every joke sounds different. Every fake draft meme feels personal. You lie in bed staring at the ceiling. For the first time, the future isn't something you imagine. It's something being assigned to you. Tomorrow you don't wake up as a student, or a worker, or a kid trying to figure life out. Tomorrow you wake up drafted. And the strangest part is how ordinary the world still looks when that happens. Part 2, leaving home. The morning you leave doesn't feel brave. It feels administrative. Documents, instructions, timetables. A bag packed too fast and too carefully at the same time. Your mom asks,
Did you pack enough socks?
Your dad asks,
Is your charger in the bag?
That hurts more than a speech would. The ride to the processing center is almost worse than the letter, because now it's movement. Now it's real in the body, not just in the mind. The roads look the same. Gas stations, fast food signs, traffic lights, people doing normal things. The world doesn't transform to match your panic. It just keeps going. At a red light, you look at the car next to you and think, they have no idea this is the day my life split in half. When you arrive, you see other people your age standing with bags and envelopes and that same expression you've seen in the mirror all week, trying not to look afraid, trying not to make eye contact, trying not to admit none of you were ready for this. Inside, the system moves fast. Names, numbers, papers, physical checks.
Next in line, step forward to the counter.
Instructions barked in a tone that makes it clear your preferences no longer matter. Not the uniform, not the haircut, not the weapons, the loss of choice. Eat here, sit there, move now, wait, sign this, step forward. You start to understand that being drafted is not just being sent to war, it's being absorbed into a machine. And this machine is enormous. Outside the base, the country is already changing. Military production ramps up. More contracts, more drones, more missile systems. Companies that used to make normal consumer tech start chasing defense money. That first night away from home is one of the loneliest of your life. Eventually, someone breaks the silence, then another. And slowly, the room fills with fragments of interrupted lives.
I can't wait to go home.
One used to deliver pizza. One was studying nursing. One had just gotten engaged. One wanted to make music. Nobody says it directly, but the truth is obvious. All of you had lives that were interrupted. You check your phone before sleeping. Your mom sends, "We love you." Your dad sends, "Keep your head clear." Your friend sends, "Still can't believe this is real." Then you open social media. Same jokes. Same edits, same war turned into content. You don't have to imagine. You put the phone face down. Tomorrow, training starts. You expected boot camp to feel old-fashioned. Mud, running, shouting, push-ups. You get all of that. But this is not your grandfather's war. So this is not your grandfather's training. Yes, they teach you how to hold a rifle, move in formation, and react under pressure. But then they sit you in front of screens, rows of them, live drone feeds, thermal imagery, satellite overlays, AI-assisted targeting, simulations filled with more data than you can process. You realize quickly that World War III isn't about charging across open fields. It's about networks, signals, coordinates, supply chains, jamming systems, autonomous weapons, power grids, satellites. The battlefield is no longer just land, sea, and air. It's also servers, code, infrastructure, and public opinion. They train you to operate drones, manage communications blackouts, and identify manipulated footage. Because in modern war, even what you see may not be real. You're trained both to fight and to doubt. Doubt the image, doubt the source, doubt the first report. During one drill, a red box appears on the screen. Possible launch site. Your job is simple. Confirm it, pass it up, move on. But your mind keeps doing something the system doesn't want. It imagines people. Who's inside that building? Who lives nearby? Who pays if someone gets it wrong? Nobody asks those questions out loud for long, because the system rewards speed and certainty. At night in the barracks, the human side returns. Someone says they haven't slept properly in weeks. Another says,
I miss the sound of normal city traffic.
One guy joked,
This war feels like a video game designed by economists.
one exercise stays with you. It's just a simulation, they say. You're monitoring a sector on a digital map. At first it feels like a game, then you miss something. 2 seconds. That's all.
Oh no, a missed alert!
In the simulation, your convoy is lost. The instructor freezes the screen. Those dots were people. Nobody laughs. That's when you realize something. This kind of war allows distance, but not innocence. You may be thousands of miles away from a target. You may only see heat signatures and data points, but responsibility still travels through the wire. Weeks pass. Your hands shake less. Your fear doesn't disappear. It changes shape. It becomes functional. And that might be the most frightening part. Because one day you realize something else. You are no longer training for a war. You are being inserted into one. Part 4, Year 0. The first real operation begins like every other day. That almost makes it worse. Same early wake up, same rushed breakfast, same fluorescent lights. But in the briefing room, no one is pretending anymore. Your job sounds small. Monitor a corridor, coordinate drone support, flag movement, verify data, pass it upward, small on paper. Massive in consequence. You sit down, put on the headset, and the feed comes alive. You notice a location the system flags as suspicious. You verify what you can. You send it up the chain. Authorization comes fast. Then the strike happens. On your screen, it's just a flash of light, a burst of static. In the report, it's called a success. In the briefing, it becomes a line item. But somewhere beneath that camera angle, real lives just split into before and after. The room stays quiet. No music, no dramatic moment, just the hum of machines. A guy next to you whispers, "That was us." You don't answer. By the end of 2026, the world outside is changing fast. Fuel prices spike, shipping slows, food becomes more expensive. Defense companies thrive while ordinary families struggle. Your family messages you about groceries costing more, rent climbing, work hours being cut. And slowly, the architecture of modern war becomes clear. War isn't only destruction, it's redistribution. Some countries profit by selling weapons, fuel, and technology. Others suffer without firing a shot. Currencies fall, protests rise, governments strain. Neutrality becomes its own kind of business. One night, you watch an old World War II documentary in the common room. Black and white soldiers running through smoke, tanks rolling through ruined streets, battles fought face to face. And you can't stop comparing it to your war. In that world, courage looked visible. In this
Threat
one,
confirmed.
most
It's spreading.
violence is
Initiating
remote.
trace protocol.
The
War is a
economy
system.
isn't
It connects
abstract
logistics,
anymore.
production, and
It's
supply
fuel,
chain, all managed by
sanctions,
command structure.
supply
A
chains,
complete system.
production, and what breaks first when a country runs out of money. You learned something no history class really explained. Wars aren't just won by bravery. They're sustained by systems. By the end of that first year, one thing becomes clear. You're not a president, not a general, not a strategist on TV. You're just you. A young person who once worried about grades, rent, and messages on your phone. Now you worry about target confirmation, operational mistakes, and whether the world you left still exists when you go home. Sometimes when everything goes quiet, you think back to that first notification. World War III trending. How easy it was to scroll past. How distant it felt. How everyone believed war would always be someone else's problem. You were 20. You were scrolling. And without ever choosing it, you became part of it. That's how Year 0 ends. Not with victory, not with peace. Just the realization that once war enters everyday life, nothing feels normal again. History sounds neat when people summarize it later. But when you're living inside it, it feels personal. It feels expensive. It feels lonely. It feels like a normal Tuesday when an email arrives and steals the rest of your life. And somewhere on someone else's phone, it's still just another trending topic.